The forever chemical known as PFAS has been found in water supplies across the country. PFAS was found in Burlington's water supply, higher than the newly instituted acceptable levels of the Department of Environmental Protection for Massachusetts, resulting in PFAS filters being installed at the Mill Pond Water Treatment Facility.
Unfortunately, we were caught by surprise, as were many other communities when we tested. And that was in 2021. Once that we knew we had a problem with the levels of PFAS, particularly at this treatment plant, because we want to maintain this as our water source for Burlington, we acted immediately. We didn't waste any time. We actually went to town meeting, I believe it was September of 2021, to get funds to get this project going. And the idea of the project is to filter the water to eliminate the PFAS issue for Burlington. Don't forget, everybody had the same problem. We knew that many other towns were going to be looking for filters similar to the ones that we had here. So as we evolved with the project, again, remember, it's September of 2021. That's only about a year ago. We said, what can we do to expedite the project? What can we do to get the parts that we need for the project in time here to have it running as soon as possible? Came up with the idea that if we separated the project into several projects, one of them was pipe work, another one was by pumps, another one was to buy the actual filters that you see behind me. If we did that separately, we can have different contractors working at the same time. And then later on, when we get our general contractors to actually build the building, everything else will be being constructed at the same time. And that worked out really well. Right now, at the rate we see and the planning we have going, we think that by February of 2023, we'll have the filters operational. That doesn't mean that the building is going to be completed, but water will be going through the filter, which is the important thing to all of us who drink the water here. We want water to have no PFAS levels. The entire project will be completed by late spring of 2023. Now, if you can see behind me and you see the 6 filters that we have here, they are already set in the final resting place, I want to call it. But you see there's a space here on this side. And the reason we left the space is we don't know what other chemicals eventually in the future will be regulated by whether it's the DPE or the EPA. So we wanted to leave room to additional filters if we needed them in the future.
BNEWS asked about the PFAS filters and the new NWRA connection.
The NWRA connection is actually the other part of town. The water does commingle. It goes into the same distribution system. The water chemistries are very similar, so people may notice or may not notice a difference in taste. But they're very similar water. They're both surface water. They both have about the same pH levels, the same chloramines, which we use for our secondary treatment. So it'll be very compatible.
From the Mill Pond Reservoir and Water Treatment Facility, this is BNEWS.